Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6. Well, this defense for the Niners, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This defense for the Niners, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me, it was stacked up for a situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Set what?
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Okay. That's not
around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Get the future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
On second down, another shot for Sermon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 1st down. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards for number 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Going to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 23. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. touchdown right back. Here's Sermon. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation.
Since you ran it twice, but I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Packers! Devontae Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Now that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Play fake. Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone, I
at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Here's Lance. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage, and it was nearly intercepted.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Lance looking to throw it. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. On play action, Lance. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's the former Stanford Cardinal, Richard Sherman. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Set to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance
Smith, second-team All-Pro last year, in on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus in the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Still 9 remaining on second down. To throw, it's Lance. Forced out to his left. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield, and that's exactly what he did.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Lance, a give now to Sermon. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. And now they'll throw with Lance. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff. Sermon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Mostert. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend Niners are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it.
You beat your cousin?
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Nobody's talking to you, bruh. You don't have a cousin. Nobody knows him. So I don't even know why you would even think to answer.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
Then shut up.
Like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go
Oh, you're just fucking annoying.
They deal with 3rd and 11. They go play action now. Looking deep for Adams.
Because you know nobody's talking to you. You always want to speak up. Just shut up sometimes, for real.
Touchdown, Packers.
God damn.
Adams, 76 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today.
God damn, like that.
But without him, they're not winning this game.
Crosby
The water go off?
the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
He need to go ahead and send water over here,
So the
man.
Packer kickoff team set to go as they
I
will
got
kick this one away.
Nobody wants anybody from your team, bro. You know that. Shut up.
The return man down to a knee, and this
Who do you even got on your team anymore? FSU. Thought so. Shut your bitch ass up. Who do you even have on your team anymore?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They did what
There's
they
a lot
had
of
to do to
people.
start this third
Of course,
quarter.
everybody got a lot of
the
people.
touchdown to cut the lead, but the
Y'all
Magic
niggas some
got
straight
started on the
hoes.
go, and
Y'all niggas
they
are scared to be in the
started.
chat when y'all playing the game.
Exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first
Both of you
touchdown.
pussy niggas.
The defense gave one up.
Both of you
That's
niggas.
the problem
Soft.
right now.
Especially
They get
Bryson.
better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense.
And he takes us beyond
I knew Bryson. I knew John left because we weren't saying nothing, but Bryson, you ho 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 out in this motherfucker. Nah, I want to be in your ear, nigga. I want to see you take a L. I want to hear you take a L.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on
You ain't gotta
first and
pause it to
10.
get in there. Is it that hard? It do not though.
Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Boy, ain't got nobody on there to play with.
All the way inside the 30,
Goofy ass.
1st and 10. They'll run out of the shotgun coaster. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Ah, nigga, we got you next year, maybe.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Who's we quit? You quit. I was winning. Don't say we. You quit.
The Niners on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
It wasn't an ass beating. It was only 10-0, but still, like, nigga.
This is Mostert.
You didn't score, bro. No, you didn't.
6-yard line. They're able to convert on
No, you
third down,
didn't,
and that
bro.
sets up a 1st and goal.
Who the fuck are you talking to? Oh, God.
Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Now goal for the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now in this 4th quarter.
Damn, that's crazy. Somebody else out there that trash? Oh yeah, they are in the same boat.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Boy.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on 1st down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They give to Sermon out of the gun. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Throwing now is Lance. They'll roll him out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Lance to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for
y'all ain't watching my game?
Touchdown. So many times tight games.
It's in the live on
on
Discord.
Defense coming up huge.
I just got a strip sack for a touchdown.
Walk around bench area saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Nah, it would have been a blowout. I wouldn't have got that excited. It's Big B.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The 49ers.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
Just to shut up. I ain't even talking to you sometimes. You see how mad you got?
80 yards on the ground for him now as he's getting better, really, as the night's going on.
Well, I think after that,
everything, huh? It's not you this time. I usually say your name if I'm talking to you, FSU.
Significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on
you know how much he talks. Everybody knows how much he talks. Don't act like I'm the bad guy here now. Y'all know how much he talks.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 3rd down, less than a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Lance now to throw. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You like that, Big? You like that?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet.
One-hander.
See them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And that'll be marked down.
I was about to throw at the box. I just didn't have enough time.
And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the 1st half. And now they've gotten their 1st sack here in the 2nd half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run.
That play on lockdown now.
You think if you blitz a running play,
that shit ain't working this year.
But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er
I don't know if I like that player. Everything you got.
Down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week.
That's what I was trying to tell you, Nicky.
They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Oh, yeah, Kenyon Drake, I told you. He's nice, too.
There defensively, that was the same case on that play. Complete. And they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I feel that. It's a lot of work.
He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. He's got Ayuk once again. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll come up
19 seconds left. He got his weak-ass play about to do.
To throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, yeah.
Intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no.
Caught it out of bounds.
No, it was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. He's going to let it fly. This is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play.
You seen that? He was caught that whole split off that way.
And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's
boy,
defense
nigga, I would have been hot.
They really took it right to him.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.
So for Green Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.
John, trying to get on? John. You trying to get on duty? Fuck FSU. It's old coach, the one you used to hate. I know.